event down in Texas was going to be a 2-day event, but found out last second that it wasn't, so flew all the way up here and played yesterday.
Wow.
In cost. Originally was signed up, then DQ'd, and then re-registered. So crazy weekend, not a lot of sleep from what I understand too, so we will see how this goes, but hopefully you got some sleep. As he's playing last night, as he's going to be playing against Ikan, who's been making a tear, got second last week at Combo Breaker 2 to Atata. So Ikan has been playing crazy. I'm excited to see how this one's going to go.
Yeah, that is an insane weekend of Smash Bros. But Lima, of course, always in it to win it. Got a pretty solid lead over Ikan so far. I was saying earlier that this is kind of a little bit of a struggle bus matchup for Ryu, just because like Witch Twist and all the other like big Bayo combo starters all kind of just go through focus. Ryu kind of struggles to land here, so Ikan just has to be really, really disciplined with the shield. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing some shield being angled up for ABK, that nice down smash to punish the heel slide. So Ikan definitely still been playing amazing. His set with Louis Money, he was playing incredible too. But yeah, it's definitely a tough day for Ryu.
Yeah, Lima's going to be relying a lot on that ABK from the ledge. So you could see the way Ikan was setting up. He was trying to position himself where the tip of the ABK wouldn't hit his head, but it still hit him. So he's going to have to really play around stage positioning, figuring out a way to deal with Lima getting back onto the ledge. It looks like shielding there is going to be very effective, but it's going to be hard to get a punish on it too, just with the way that Lima is able to land on top of that platform. And the movement from Bayo can be pretty ambiguous. I think the big openings that Ikan's going to have is trying to catch Bayo landing with a special lag. If we're seeing a lot of these side Bs and up Bs to stall, eventually she's going to have to land. She can mix in that witch time, but if you get a nice read on that, that could be a huge punish from Ikan. Ryu has a bunch of damage output, and Ikan's combos have been super crisp as well.
And we're seeing him right now double down tilt into the Tatsu to take that first stock. Kind of an awkward angle. Wouldn't have been able to find the Shoryu from that position, but like you said, Ikan's really, really good about finishing those combos out. So got the first stock here, but definitely want to rack up some extra damage. And the Nair plane into the Shaku Nets is going to give us a nice way to add some more mileage on that stock.
And with Ryu being so heavy, it's very hard to find those stocks too. We saw that in the doorstop set earlier today with Ikan, just that like exactly that situation where Ikan is at 132. He has that rage and it's pretty close, but then he's just able to hold on to that stock for so long and then get a whole stock lead off of it too. So now you have to find this stock off stage, but the Tachi just back to the ledge is going to be effective there for Ikan. Gets the witch time, but are we going to have a nice finish there with the back air? But now you're still down a whole stock, so Lima really needs to make something happen here, trying to look for like a combo off the platform or off the side, but getting something started here with that heel slide, and this is going to be some big damage.
Yeah, I was just about to say before Lima did it, we probably need to see a few more grabs, just because Ikan is extremely committed to holding that shield up, trying to force an up tilt or a Shoryu or an up smash. So got to make some throws in. Awkward recovery angle, but of course, Ikan still makes it back and gets that extra back air for all that extra damage.
Oh yeah, just being at the ledge against Ryu is very scary because he has so much shield pressure too, and we see so often like shield breaks in the corner against Ryu because you don't want to overcommit to anything, so you just sit there with the shield and then you can be caught in the free fall at the ledge too. But this is looking kind of rough for Lima. Needs to really capitalize on keeping Ikan at the ledge, but Ikan's just using a lot of these rolls to get around Lima as well.
Yeah, I think the main thing I saw people doing to Ikan, even though Ikan's in winners finals, the number one like big punish would just be dealing with that recovery, handling that Tatsu off stage. And we saw Lima making a good attempt with the witch time below for the Shoryu and was able to kill off it. But other than that, yeah, Ikan is just like, I'm holding center stage, my shield is up, like I'm reacting to grabs, just making it really, really hard for Bayo to get any pressure started.
And once you get to this high percent of 124, you have to worry about the Shoryu out of shield too if you are hitting unsafe on. Ikan shield's barely holding onto that stock there for Lima. But now, again, you have to get back to the stage. Eventually, you're going to run out of options to stall off stage, but I like this aggressive fair off of the ledge, using the guns to shoot him back off stage too, and now just trying to use one of these aerials with the multi-hits to hit him off stage. Great advantage there from Lima.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Still, so much damage to make up here, and unfortunately, if any combo is even a couple of frames off, Shoryu at a disadvantage could be a disaster. Bats Within gonna save you from a terrible situation, but the second Tatsu is gonna close out that first game for Ikan.
Yeah, Ikan just felt very comfortable there. I mean, that huge advantage of having the stock taken when you still have your first stock for Lima's second stock was just really, really strong there from Ikan. I feel like he plays so comfortable, and Ryu's so scary with that rage that a lot of people are making panic options, and he just really loves that situation.
Right. And then Lima's bracket, Lima also had to fight Skeleton coming into this, so just like Lima's really just going through like the crazy like FGC character gauntlet where Bayo can keep up. Like, Bayo can definitely scrap, but the risk reward is way in their favor. They just kill faster, and also Bayo's like relatively light, so it's a very risky game that Lima has to play. Now, that aside, once Lima does start finding those openings on Ikan, it's going to be really hard for Ryu to actually get out of disadvantage, like, consistently. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, perfect.
Okay, going back to small battlefield.
Yeah, running it back to SBF here. Nothing wrong with the stage, I don't think. I just feel like Lima kind of got a little bit outpaced there, but we're starting off pretty solid, 58% off the opening gambit.
Yeah, and the damage is nice, but you really have to find the stocks too. That's the biggest thing, because Ryu can be at 160 and still feel very comfortable. He's not going to die to a lot of the setups that would work off stage, just because he is able to use that Tatsu back to the ledge, and it seems like it's really hard to contest for Bayo so far. But nice use of the Witch Twist there, just going to do it again. Ooh, but yeah, unfortunate angle there, popping Ikan back onto the stage, but Lima just keeps going.
200% and counting right here. Even the ABK nearly killing. Ikan kind of forced to rinse and repeat, and eventually that Tatsu's not going to cut the mustard, and Lima's going to take that first stock.
And I like the way that we're seeing a lot of the... is that still called Shoryuken if it's the red one? I don't play Street
I just say
Fighter.
Shakunets.
Okay.
Which I don't even know if that's it. That's just what it sounds like.
Okay, the neutral B from Ryu. I like that it's like a very long-lasting projectile there as well. No way. Oh, that was so smart. Great use of the focus punch there from Ikan to avoid that down air.
That would have killed most of the cast right there. That was actually insane work from Ikan. But despite that amazing option on defense, still way, way down in percent here. 139. Lima only not even at 70, and got a little caught on the crossfire right there trying to recover. Gonna SD that stock, unfortunately.
Yeah, now Bayo gets to play this game that she wants. She can disengage. She doesn't have to make something happen. So now this is what Lima is really good at playing, as we saw that in the light set at MomoCon last weekend as well. Like, most of the games were almost timeouts, just because with all of these resources for recovering, with the Witch Twist, with the ABK, just being able to move on the stage so quickly, Ikan's going to have a really hard time catching you. So you get to play super evasive here.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Lima not afraid of that. Of course, the risk for engaging is so high. Even if he wanted to, like, play super aggro, which he is...
Oh my gosh.
I was going to say it's risky, but that dare was really, really well placed. So Lima firing back with a 3-stock in game 2. Incredible stuff.
Okay.
Sorry.
Production has informed me that it is Shakunetsu Hadouken.
You did it. You did it.
So I'm not going to be saying that every single time he uses that, though. I'm going to say the red fireball. I hope that's okay with everybody.
I've just been saying Shakunets, and also Shakunet sounds like a cousin of mine or something. But anyway, that is going to get us to 1-1 here. Lima versus Ikan. That game 1 went really, really well for Ikan, and Lima just super tapped into game 2. That was crazy. Sounds like Chuckle Nuts. That's funny.
No, that's what I was thinking you were saying. You were like,
oh, no.
Chuckle Nuts. I was like, what?
You're like,
I'm not saying that.
They did what to the Chuckle? Put that Chuckle down. Put Chuckle down. What are we doing? No.
Leave him alone.
Leave him be. So, game 3 going to go to Hollow Bastion. This could be pretty... Wow. Lima knows some stuff. That was a crazy way to start. Just raw F smash. Insane. I feel like the center platform could be really good for, I'll say, both these characters. I think they can both take a stock pretty early here, so definitely a lot of hard work. It is a little bit of a bigger blast zone, so maybe Ryu can live a little longer, but yeah, it definitely looks like Lima kind of figured out some stuff here.
Yeah, and Focus seems to be not nearly as effective in these combo situations, just because a lot of the combo tools that Bayo is using are those multi-hits, so it's able to hit him out of it. But off stage, it seems like it's very effective. Nice use of the up tilt into back air there from Lima, and now it's very important that he's able to catch Ikan off stage, catches him, and gets the back air too to finish. Great stuff there from Lima.
Yeah, it's literally, like I said at the top of the match, like once Ryu is off stage, it just is a very predictable recovery. It's either going to be horizontal or it's going low for Shoryu. And Lima looks poised and ready to really punish both of those angles, especially being able to just consistently reset into that sweet spot back air. So Ikan got to be really careful here. A little bit of damage on Lima, but Lima, even with the focus attack breaking the combo, gets a full reset there.
Yeah, I think that was like the big thing in game 1 was that Ikan was just getting back to stage for free, but now that is not the case with Lima. Even if Ikan does make it back, we're just resetting that situation and getting him off stage. But very nice aggression out of the corner there from Lima as well, using the fair a lot. Yeah, these combos are just really crisp. It's this game.
Yeah, they're looking really, really clean here. Almost getting the Witch Twist right there. Lima has not lost a stock to Ikan in like 5 minutes at this point, because last game was a 3-stock, and this one not looking too much better. 82%, and Ikan forced to recover low, and Lima snuffing it out again. That's insane. Ikan has not taken a stock in 2 games almost now.
Oh my gosh, okay.
All right, okay,
Yeah.
okay. We flew too close to the sun right there.
I mean, hey, if you got a whole stock to play with. But we saw in the first game that it really does not mean that much against Ryu if you're not able to find the kill. So it's very important that Lima keeps this whole game plan up of just getting a lot of these combos and then killing him off stage. Because we saw that he lived to like 200 game 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, oh, he fell out. Okay.
I thought that was going to do it. Okay, that's that.
Ooh!
It feels like there is no angle that Ryu can go that Lima won't cover. Because even down there, even surviving those neutral airs and those fair 1, fair 2s, all those different angles, as scrambly as that was, Ikan still had a path to come back, but Lima just had it really locked down there. So, yeah, Ikan, strong start, but Lima really is just not letting any mistakes fly at this point.
Me personally, if I'm Ikan, I'm giving him $5 and saying we're going Bridge of Elden.
For real?
I'm not, no off stage, no more.
Turn the hazards back on. Get a little horsey man to come through, mess some stuff up. Yeah, no more off stage. They got to play on Pac-Land. But yeah, let's see if Ikan can figure something out here. I mean, we do still have a game on the board, and it was a great start, but it's just insane how much momentum shifted towards Lima after that game 1.
Yeah. Already starting out here with some nice damage, not wanting to overextend though, just using those 2 Witch Twists. And Witch Twist, a really good tool out of shield as well, and we're seeing that from Lima, but this is a lot of damage firing back from Ikan. Nice use of the Nair there out of shield as well, and now you have Lima trapped at the ledge, but even just the Nair from Bayo is gonna stop that Shaku Netsu Tatsu.
Lima is playing like Bayonetta herself. Good job, by the way. Lima is playing like Bayonetta herself right now, just nairing to stop the fireballs. That witch time was incredible. Lima hasn't even put out a whole lot of those. Wow, just really, really playing amazing. Oh, that could be huge.
Nice tech there as well.
Ooh. All right, Ikan definitely still showing us some strong signs of life there. But as I say it, Lima getting 51% as a reversal from the ledge, really just making this lead so much worse. I like the way he uses focus on the 3rd hit of forward air, just to, oh, Jesus! Just to break that momentum, and amazing way to stop that stock with that down air.
Okay. Getting a nice combo here. Focus gonna break through it though. And I like that Ikan is, he adjusted his stage positioning at the ledge too. Now he's underneath the front of the platform rather than the back of the platform, and just holding shield a lot too. So he's not gonna get that reversal from the ABK, but that dab kick gonna come in clutch here for Lima, popping Ikan up in the air, and now landing against Bayo can be really hard. Uses the air dodge to get back underneath that platform on the left, but now Lima just playing very patient, looking for like an up tilt if Ikan's going to dash in for an up tilt into back air, or just trying to poke with the sphere too, but not wanting to overcommit to anything just because the damage output from Ikan is so strong, and we're seeing that there. Just 1 hit is going to lead to 26%.
Yeah, 26% in like that kind of like chip it scenario. Okay, I like it. Trying to force something crazy with the focus attack there. Definitely still got a couple chances here, especially if we see an up tilt or like a down tilt from Ikan, but Lima very committed to just looking for whiff punishes, but gonna just barely survive by the skin of her teeth, that's Shoryu.
Okay. Not going to get a follow-up off of the dab kick, but it is nice to use. Okay, nice. Up tilt in the back air. It's nice to use for extra momentum, using it to like land on the platforms. Just extra movement to kind of mix up Ikan, but nice back air to shield from Ikan as well. Just has a very good read on where Lima is going and how he's trying to escape the corner.
Yeah, and I do want to touch on that too, because like, not only are these dab kicks like working out really, really well for Lima, Lima's like threading the needle because, like you said, he's hanging under the platform, he's throwing those fireballs out, he's got his shield up, so Lima is punishing like micro spacing at this point to get those dab kicks.
Ooh, so much strength on that back air, but still holding on to the second stock here from Lima.
Oh wow, I thought we were gonna see the dare right there just to throw Ikan off his game. But yeah, the lead is definitely dwindling. Ikan got Lima comfortably in kill percent, but ooh, the down smash again, just barely not killing. But we got to be careful. We've seen Lima get so much damage coming off the ledge, and it looks like this time Ikan staying away from roll distance and also ABK. Great punish out of shield.
Yeah, minimizing jumps a lot too. Bayo is really good at sharking and finding those jumps. So he's just staying very grounded, using a lot of shield.
Tries to end it all, but maybe overextended just a smidge there. Lima gonna Lima getting 50% for a whiff dare is crazy.
Yeah.
And then still getting back to the stage. Like, that's... Your main could never. That's crazy.
Okay. Okay, I like that DI out there from Ikan, too, recognizing the down air was a threat at the ledge, but still struggling to get back to the stage here.
Ooh, I like mixing up the momentum with that focus attack. But now we're just 1 or 2 hits away. Great tech from Ikan. Really needed to stay in the game with that. But up tilt back air. No, up tilt up air instead. Okay.
Okay.
He does have a ton of rage right now, so Lima can't be above that shield. Or a mistake like that could be crucial, but Ikan can't finish the combo.
Yeah, Lima's able to jump out of there, but this is still very scary. This is honestly pretty even because Ikan just needs to get one nice combo that leads into a Shoryu for this kill.
Yeah, 1 up air, 1 up tilt, all those things could be a disaster. Still, 154% if Lima can find something solid like an up tilt or even just sneak a back air or another dive kick in there. But Ikan is playing with everything on the line here. This is his winner's finals life. He has to keep this stock if he wants to make it to winner side grands here.
Okay, I like that. Just using the fair instead of the ABK back onto the stage. Ikan was definitely looking for that ABK. Ooh. Throwing out a random F smash, maybe just trying to call out a dash in from Ikan.
Ikan has clutched up so hard to make this close.
He's so menacing on stage.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's not committing to anything. He's just standing there, not even shielding a lot of the time too, just ready to punish as soon as Lima lands onto the stage.
He smells blood. He wants his stock so bad, but Lima still playing so disciplined. This is a high pressure situation where I feel like a lot of people like fold and they panic and choose something, just trying to end it all, just being like, I hope that this kills, but no, Lima's still playing really patient. Still, even when the focus attack breaks the combo, does not take any risk with overextending here.
Yeah, and Lima's not hitting on Ikan's shield at all either.
Ooh! Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, I'm so scared.
This is
less than 90 seconds left on the clock here. This could be anybody's game. Ikan wants it so bad. You can tell Lima so committed to not making a mistake, waiting for a whiff punish, but Ikan just won't give him anything to work with here.
Timing somebody out when they're at 183 is dedication that I could never have. This is insane.
For real. I thought we were gonna see something.
Me too.
Oh, this is so unnecessarily tense. Oh my god. Oh, the footstool, the focus, not gonna lead to much, and Ikan at 2 high percents for the forward airs connect too. 50 seconds left on the clock. This is anybody's game. This is literally a test of my anxiety medication. Literally. And she's working hard right now because I don't know who's gonna win this.
I'm not on anxiety medication, but I might need to be.
I'll throw you some.
Okay, thanks, girl.
2:04, 30 seconds on the clock. No one wants to make a mistake here. Lima, okay, don't want to pay the Bayo tax. Not now, not after all this.
I like the use of the down tilt there just to not let Lima hang there once the ledge invincibility runs out. Oh, he's chasing her down.
Even the Phantom Footstool. I think at this point, Lima is committed to the timeout. So now Ikan's going to have to take a big risk, and that's what Lima wants. Lima wants that one big committal risk to find something to punish or just win by the timeout. 9 seconds left. Who is it going to be? Will it be Ryu? Will it be Bayo?
Yeah, just...
All right,
yeah, just go up PK up there with you.
Yeah, what could you do? Yeah. Welp. Lima takes it. Lima's going to be in the winner side of Grands now, just 1 set away from being the first 2-peat champion of Cost. Ikan going to be moving down the loser side, but man, played amazing. Made that so very competitive until Lima was just like, you know what? This last 90 seconds, what if we just didn't interact?
What if
we just didn't?
You just don't get to play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lima's like, dang, every Ryu button could kill me. Well, I'll just get hit by none of them.
Facts. No, I mean, Bayo does have that ability, and Lima showcasing that. Just the movement that she has, her air mobility is really strong, and you have the ability to plank the ledge there too. So that's a great use of your skill, and I think that's something that's like very impressive about Lima as a player is that he's just able to adapt to whatever the situation calls for.
Right. Even like this edge guard, like the fairs didn't kill, still find something, still punishes the focus, still punishes the Tatsu. Like, I know it's tough. I know, we feel how we feel about timeouts, but that is hard to do, especially when Ikan is just like, yo, if you are anywhere within this threat range, I will kill you. The commitment to, stay under the ledge for that long and still not get punished coming back to the stage or get 2-framed, that is tough. It's tough to do.
Yeah.
Well.